Decided I wanted to do a quick live. Topic says feels like last year. Definitely feels like last year. Um, you know, there's lots of space in the midfield. Bruno is causing more space with his activity. I was saying yesterday Bruno's activity was somewhat his. It's a liability in the system, and it's pretty much up onto the coach to find a way to reel him in and change or make a change. But then it just seems like the coach is not adaptable. Yeah, the game was 1-1. It's a draw. I guess if we're getting a point out of it, most outsiders would say that's fair. To me, the score should have been really about 3-2 with opportunities that were had and opportunities were missed. I thought we should have won that 3-2, but it wasn't. It was 1-1. Um, we're still yet to score our own goal because it's pretty much a own goal done by them. And, it's just not a good mood right now with the supporters. Everybody's a little bit disjointed, a little bit frustrated because it just feels like we're seeing the same things. Um, we gave up a goal not too long after we scored. So it's tough. It's tough. We're still having these defensive errors, these defensive mistakes, and things like that. I think is up onto the coach to fix to get it done, and it's not really happening. The attack. He didn't start just. Let's go into the from top to bottom. He didn't start Sesko, so that was tough. I thought he should start Sesko. A lot of people felt like, no, maybe not. He didn't have fitness. The guy trained with his team all summer. He was professional. He worked out with his team. If he can't start against a Fulham squad, I don't understand, especially away at Fulham. I mean, some say it's not ideal, but you're trying to get wins. You know, Ruben Amorim needs to help himself because what's going on now when you're not getting wins, it's a continuation to last year, and it's not making it easier for him not getting wins. So I thought it was a mistake not to start Sesko. You want to get wins early. You want to get to a positive start because all that's happening is right now is what he's seeing. People are being super negative, super critical, and that's because you're not getting wins, and we're seeing the same stuff from last year. So we started with Cunha up top, um, Mount, and my guy, and Bumo. Early on, it looked good. The press was good. Everybody was active. It was a lot of we're giving Fulham problems, but it all just died. The press died. Everything died. We just couldn't be consistent. Midfield, what can you say? Casemiro and Bruno. I think that project's done. Bruno's just God, we love him, but he's everywhere. He's with Fred the Red. He's checking in tickets. He's everywhere. We want Bruno to continue to be a major part of his team, but it's up to the coach to help him, reel him in, give him some. I don't know, just reel him in, change his role. Bruno is getting away with bad play, negative play that's costing us the team, and he doesn't deserve that. So it's either you're going to drop Bruno or you're going to reel him in. You got to figure it out, Amarin. That's on you. You got to make the big decisions as the boss with Bruno. You got to make the big decisions. I thought the back three was fine. Shaw got tired. I think we should have subbed him off a little bit earlier. I thought Lenny Euro was magnificent. People thought Delit was at fault for the goal, but it was actually Bruno not tracking back, not being there for not just not tracking back. Maybe he was out of position. Maybe he's tired. Second half, press died down. Sesko came in. Didn't really see a plan for Sesko. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm being really quick. Didn't see what our plan was for Sesko. Sheshko. In the first half, we were doing long ball and crosses, long ball and crosses. Fine. Second half, that disappeared. Not one cross, not one long ball. You know, we talked about Rasmus not getting service, not scoring. Sesko's second half was basically what Rasmus was going through. You know, Sesko's second half is what Rasmus went through all last year. It's the same stuff. And the thing is, we don't want to harbor on it. We don't want to say it's the same stuff and be that easy to criticize, but it is. Aaron is coming off stubborn and rigid to us. It is. It's either he must be saying his system is better than his guys. That's fine. If your system is going to get you through, and that's the long goal, that's fine. But you need to win games first. You've got to win games, my friend. This is Manchester United, and then you can't have players like Iwobi coming out and said, "We knew how to beat Manchester United." Iwobi can see it. You can see it. I can see it. We were all saying at the pub. You were all saying it with your mates. All you got to do is attack the midfield. There's space because Bruno's activities taking them out there. And then what was scary was he took out Casemiro. He dropped Mount for what some of us were asking him to do. But we were under the implication if you're going to bring in Mount and drop him deeper, you were going to leave Mount basically in that deeper role. But then he advanced Mount too. He was pushing Mount too in attack. So what we have here is madness, an uncontrollable defense. Big teams are going to see this. If Fulham can break us down and find joy, and everybody get once Fulham got comfortable in the game, there was no bringing them back. Once they got comfortable in the game, there was no bringing them back because our press was ineffective. Midfield's having space. Our wingers, Delo had a stinker, as far as I'm concerned. Delo had a good game the first time, but Delo didn't offer nothing. 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 If the wing backs are such a vital position, and this is going to sound like greed in the transfer market, you should have probably got better wing backs. I don't know. My whole thing is right now is Ruben Amorim has to figure it out or change something. He's got to make his midfield a little bit more disciplined. He's got to reel Bruno in, number one, because it's making your center backs overwork and it's going to expose your goalie. That's all that's happening. Maybe we don't have to get a new goalie if we fix the midfield. There won't be so much space. I don't know. Tough one to watch. My overall evaluation is the same as yours. There's a problem with the midfield. Once we lose energy and it gets later in the game, our presence is ineffective. Um, God, we started off good. Crosses, long balls to the to Cunha, but that wasn't there for Sesko, so I don't get it. Um, just real guys in. He's got to change something. Aaron has to change something because you got better attacking play. In his press conference, he was saying that he was talking about the top three, and we're all like, "What is he talking about?" The midfield is the issue. He's got to address it. 1-1. We're in 16th place. If you don't think, I want to talk about Kobe and all that stuff, but we let that shit for later today's show. Just a quick. It's just supposed to be more walking, talking, but I have to sit down and do it live. It's a tough one, guys. It is absolutely a tough one. Everyone's got to figure it out. Today, the guys from Atlanta are going to do their show. The South has something to say. This is Casey. I just want to do a quick 10-minute live video. Midfield's an issue. Bruno's an issue, but he doesn't have to be if you coach him up. Um, get some crosses. Let's get Sesko going. No more that experiment with the false nine. Let's hope that's done. 1-1. 16th place. Not a good feel. It does all feel like we're right back to last year. Up the fucking Reds.